Hello there, everybody. It's been a while since we've done some Gundam Breakout 4. As you can see, I have an updated model to show you all. I have a few models, actually. So let's get right into it, because we're not going to be doing much this video. I want to kind of take it easy. It's been rough. It's been a rough week. It's been a rough few days. So we're going to go back into my room. Well, we're going to go back into my room, not my room. And we're gonna go observe some of the blueprints I got here. But that's not the whole point of the video, I promise you. We're gonna look at other people's blueprints. So, this is my updated Super Mobile Suitio. I've only changed out the headpiece and a couple of the builder pieces to make it better. I really am loving how it, looks right now. We're gonna go actually into the assembly so you can get a better look at them. Okie dokie, so if you'll give me a moment, I have to put on my glasses so I can see stuff. So, moving right along. So yeah, right here you can see we're using the Tulgis 2 Master Grade because it's bigger, better head. I wanted to find a model, a headpiece that didn't have like too much of the head covered, so I could get like the face a little bit better, but this is honestly the best I could do with what I had. I didn't look through all the models, and I was trying very hard to find stuff, but I also need to build my own for the protagonist. Of course, it's still the Grimoire Red Beret, both Gundam shoulders and arms to represent the stuff, the Gundam H1 Titus for the legs, the backpack, which I'm actually showing now, so you see where Mario takes out his hammer, is the Gundam Gison. No range weapon this time, because I didn't want to refine the gun. Sorry. And of course, Mario has a melee equipped. He has no shield, because Mario doesn't need a shield. And these are all the pieces in their entirety. I'm using 2 slashes to make the hat. We have the brim this time to make the mustache, with a tail to make the nose, because of course Mario and his nose. The 2 slashes copied to each other for the overall buttons. The eye field generator to make the circle on the hat, and the U-shaped blade antenna to make the M. And that is the Mario mech. Of course, we have the button disc to act as his fireballs, air quotes. I wasn't able to slap on a builder part that could give him a power-up boost, so he could, but even that I would want it to be the gold glow to make it look like he got a mushroom. No, not a mushroom, but like a star. No stuff yet, because I'm not planning on taking this bad boy out for many fights, really. It's mostly here as a design thing. Some of them I have designs because I want to, show off what I can build. Some of them I have as actual, designed. Coming up next is the upgraded Goblin Slayer Gundam. Oh dear, we actually might not be able to do what I want, so this might be... Okay, you know what? For just in case, this is the weapons... This is the Gundam showcase of my personal build. Moving right in, I've, of course, done the same as I always have, using the SD builder pieces for extra stuff. Well, using the builder pieces to make the extra stuff and, make things look better. The backpack for the May doll to help look like actual armor. The color scheme is a lot of... I think if I do diorama or, a bit of wrath, we could... Oh, there we go. Yeah, even better. So standing pose to get a better look at him. It's often very hard to, to get the, the pieces all right and looking a certain way. It takes a long time because I'm trying to figure out what's the best between, his silhouette is what I want to be the closest. And this is some of the best that I could do, There is a possibility that with like the bright paint jobs and stuff, you can help mitigate some of the problems from, you know, the Gundam-esque pieces. But I had a lot of fun with building this one. Of course, I'm not the biggest fan of the weapon I choose because there's not very good normal sword weapons. If I really wanted to go into again, for me, there's three types of themes, right? There's this character as a Gundam, there's this character is piloting the Gundam, and then there's the mixture of both, right? So the Goblin Slayer one kind of leans more towards who this character is. The Mario one is a mixture of both, but yeah. Moving right along, there is one that I'm kind of very proud of, which took a while, which is the Ultramarine Mark 1, because me and Darren both agree this isn't going to be the end. This is perhaps my proudest achievement with the use of things like the builder parts, removing things, adding things, and again, just general color scheme. Now, this is a theme of both. This is the one that's also another mix of, like, this is both what an Ultramarine Gundam would look like and how it would be if one was piloting it. So this would be an Astartes piloted mobile suit. I'm super proud of this one as well. For the weapons, because, you know, the weapons are actually important for this one. Obviously, Goblin Slayer, you just need a sword and a shield. And of course, I gave him the guns too. I didn't have to, but, like, I felt like it was more... I wanted to give him more equipment because, you know, it's Goblin Slayer. For this one, though, if you were curious, I went with the... pardon me. The 120mm rifle short barrel from the Greys. Can be purchased. I went with the Heat Hawk, which can be purchased as well, because I figured, you know, we don't really have any, like, chainsaw-type weapons or stuff like that. So I figured going with axes just because of their strength and power, it makes sense for the Emperor. I'm sure Dorn, no, not Dorn, Gilliman would approve. No shield, because the Emperor protects. Satellite cannons, because, duh. The tails are for the shoulders, which I really do like how they came out. It really did add that perfect spherical shape for it. The missile pods were more for battle, and don't quite fit as I want them to, as you saw in the model. The Minor is supposed to be the servo skull, which I really like how that came out. And it fits perfectly on the backpack, too. And, of course, the skull design for the chest. If I really wanted to, I could probably remove the missile tubes and put, like, the little crest antennas alongside the wing, but I kind of like how this looks for now. Of course, the EX skills, and the, yeah, this one is probably one of my proudest. And then finally, what I'm going to show you guys, which we actually do still have enough time, is my Soaring Strike Gundam. Now, this wasn't just an effort by myself, this was Jamer's help as well. So, the builder parts here are what really helped it come together with, like, a look, because now, as I will reveal to you all, we have an event running in Gundam right now. It is the protagonist build for your Gundam, right? At least that's what I'm calling it. It might be the protagonist one, I think it is, but so I want to make something that would look like it would be, you know, the main protagonist Gundam in a Gundam show. This is, of course, more for a G Gundam / like fighter, like a build strike or tri build. I don't remember the name, but it would be one of those animes, not necessarily a more serious one, because I had made it a martial arts Gundam. That's why the smaller frame, the more compact design. I'm super proud of this design. Me and Jamer worked hard on it. Jamer did a lot of the builder pieces. I picked out how the whole suit looks. I decided on no guns, because for me, martial artists shouldn't really need it. But of course, we do have the power-up stuff. And as a little thing, too, because I know Domon also had the head Vulcans. So I believe, yeah, we have the dash and then the head Vulcan, that's it. We have the Zero system, thanks to the arms. We have the Hades system, thanks to the head. And we have the RG system, thanks to the back. So several buffs to keep him in the fight for longer. Or just use them all up at once. Who knows? Who cares? And then finally, the ones I've skipped, but I'm also still very proud of. I'm not going to go into it. This is well, this was my first attempt at a theme build from Jamer. Jamer told me to use a piece, and then I used it, and I made the best of it. So the piece that Jamer assigned to me was we call it the Kashtira. It's not that. It's Kshatriya. I don't know. It's a Kashtira chess piece. That's what I'm just going to keep calling it. And from that, I decided to go with the Zuda as the top, as a head, Camphor arms, the Shinanju waist, which actually turned out to be very nicely paired with the top, Destiny Gundam for the back piece, partly because of its bulkiness, which helped it look nice, Beam Gatling, Zaku Bazooka, the Lance, the Claw, the Shield. All of this was a lot of fun to make work. I put in a lot of time to make that headpiece look cool, at least by my standards. I hope y'all think it looks cool. Got the rocket launcher on the shoulders, and still had a space left. Well, 2 spaces left in case I want to do more. But I was really digging how it looked like this. Moving right along to my grinding Gundam. This is the one that I've upgraded and given all parts to. This one is another very fun one for me because I went with, again, a Gundam type of look and design. Going with the Kalabi head, which isn't necessarily a Gundam one, but I made it kind of work with all the builder parts. We have the burning built body, the GN Archer's arms. Oh, I remember this. So I'll go into the specific, but me and Jamer, whenever we're building paired Gundams, as we call them, we have the parts be similar. So we have all parts except for the head and the backpack. So Jamer also has one with the build burning body, the GN Archer arms, and the master legs. We each take turns picking. So I think I picked the body, Jamer picked both arms to be the same, and then I picked the legs. I think Jamer picked not a Gundam headpiece, but something else so he can customize it because he's just very good with that. I went for the Kalabi head and the Freedom backpack, which I really like how the Freedom backpack came out. Went with the 2 beam rifles, each of them different because they were gotten from the high grade missions, martial artists, because I feel like that's the best for me grinding personally. I was really proud of how the shoulders came out when I attached the Riku Tryon faces. Large manipulators, obviously for their skills, but also because I love how they look, and it gives that real feel of, I'm not out of tricks just yet. Beneath them, I put the rocket anchor hooks to pull my enemies towards me. And of course, I had the large antenna and the traffic fin for the headpiece to make it look a little bit sleeker with the design. And then all the way at the bottom is a retired blueprint, one that I'm not going to use again, but one that was another brother paired option, which is the Heavenly Knight Gundam, parentheses blue. This one I worked with the Jesta as the headpiece. It came out really nice. I went with the Banshee. Jamer picked the Banshee chest piece. I picked Blast Impulse arms. Then I went with the full armor Gundam Thunderbolt version. For the back piece, I finally decided to stop being a baby and actually pick one of my favorite series pieces. So I used the 007 sword. And by the way, when I mean favorite series, I mean like the 00 series. Went with twin beam pistols because I thought it would be fun. Same with the 2, and the GN swords, of course, which really made the model come together when fighting. I could change stuff for days. The curved shield, which again I had to not appear, but that was just to give me more stats. ABC cloak as a builder part because it looks great when you're making a knight. Of course, I got my grenades on the sides there, which are funny, which I made look very cool, in my opinion, with the Uchikatadas, which I had paired. The IFS piece, I think it's on my, it's on my back to make the backpack look a little bit more dynamic. With the visor and the knight stuff, it's one of my favorite builds. And of course, we have the regular old Gundam as a base for swapping stuff on. But yeah, I highly recommend if you're playing this game and you want to build Gundams, blaze through the story mode, upgrade whatever you feel comfortable with. You know what? I'm not going to take the time to do another thing in this one because, now I don't remember what are the best early game ones, but I can tell you this: sabers, axes are capable. Sabers and axes are capable of shattering a Gundam when you remove the legs, so that might help you out a lot.
Hello there.
If you're trying to break pieces, any bazooka works well. If you're trying to keep the combo up, any machine gun or Gatling will help. Rifles are good for, you know, a decent chunk of decent damage dealing at good range. And my advice is build whatever you feel is cool. Build whatever you think looks cool. You want to go for a Zaku? You want to take a Zaku through the story mode? Take a Zaku through the story mode. You want to wait and build a whole Chibi Gundam with SD parts? You do that. You know, but the point is, upgrade the pieces, level up the pieces, do your best to stick with what is best for you. Because I see a lot of people being with these, like, articles and stuff that are just nonsense. Don't listen to them. Have fun. Have fun. If you're struggling with the story, hop online. There'll be people there to help you out, for sure. You just gotta host the quest yourself. Everyone's probably willing to help. You may struggle a little bit, but, you know, just go through it. Try it. You know, there are nice people out there, plenty of folks who want to encourage you to keep playing the Gundam games and enjoy it, so more can be released here in the States. You know, so just hop online if you're struggling. If you're not, you know, just keep on going, keep on upgrading what you've had the most fun with. Upgrade it, build it, do your own little challenge. I remember back when playing New Breaker, I wanted to do like a mobile suit into Gundam type deal, and it was all part of the challenge, part of the fun, because the kits are so easy to buy too, and you can buy them in bulk, so you don't have to worry. You know, on top of that, the weapon selection has been like has bursted wide open now that you can have both arms wield something. But just honestly, don't worry about looking at what's the best. You worry about that after you've beaten the story. Once you beat the story, go ahead and go ham. Watch the videos that are like, this is the best for farming. This is if you want to do like, you want to go fight the big bosses over and over again. You do that. But just have fun with it. Please have fun with it. This is a fantastic game. I'm loving it. I love everything about it. I love building. I love playing with my brother and seeing how well the ones that I build for combat work out. And that's just my general advice to you. And again, the NPCs aren't the worst. They could be better, but they're not the worst. But that's my whole thing for at least this video. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Do hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. And until next time, I just want to say, laters.